Hello, welcome to my channel, Save Infinity. In this video, I just wanted to talk briefly about the idea of like shifting timelines or manifesting a new reality or what have you, and how it can often be kind of similar to, you know, swimming in an ocean with different currents and riptides. And so if you've been, you know, going along in a certain current, trying to, you know, shift lanes in that way, or, you know, shift timelines or realities, can almost, you know, be a bit like trying to swim against that current, or trying to, you know, escape a riptide. Sometimes the more you kind of put in a lot of, you know, brute force and try to battle against it, you're just kind of exhausting yourself without making much progress. And sometimes you kind of, you know, gotta go gently with the flow of things as you kind of allow your, you know, energy and like updated energy signature, if you will, to kind of do its thing of, you know, manifesting and aligning with a new current of reality. Kind of just have to go with the flow a little bit more with that process, and kind of, you know, relax into the process, releasing, you know, attachments to sort of outcomes and experiences and things and what have you, and kind of let that whirlpool transition around you. You know, keeping your intention and alignment for kind of where you're trying to direct yourself to go, but not being, you know, so chaotically brute force with it, or trying to swim against the current too hard, and kind of allow that inner guidance to kind of take you into the new flow. And sometimes as you are kind of, you know, leaving one current of the ocean to join another current of the ocean, if you will, just like a, you know, riptide and currents and what have you, sometimes that sort of energy, you know, can keep trying to pull you along in the old current that you're leaving. And so not being, you know, alarmed by that at all, or seeing it as like your reality trying to like harm you in any way or anything like that. It's just like a natural, you know, energetic process, and the way the energy kind of flows, you know, it's just trying to pull you along in that current, just as it always has. And so it can take time for your energy, or your ocean, if you will, the waters around you, to readjust as you're moving into that new current. So sometimes you can still kind of feel that pull of the old current trying to, you know, draw you through its flow. And so, you know, kind of seeing sometimes the things that may be going on in your reality or what have you as you're going through such a shift. Not as that you're doing something wrong, or that something wrong is occurring or what have you, but just as like a natural process of those sort of shifting currents and shifting lanes. You know, and just as well in an ocean as well, sometimes, you know, you can get whacked by a wave and tumbled under the water. You know, sometimes things can feel a little bit disorientating during such a process as well. So, you know, in those moments, kind of allowing yourself to relax and be kind of, you know, swept back up by the current and flow that you're aligned with. Not feeling like you need to do it all by yourself, and instead working with that flow of the ocean, of your greater reality around you. And, you know, so when you're trying to switch lanes, or, you know, start swimming in another current flow, sometimes that old current trying to pull you back along can, you know, manifest even as, you know, people or circumstances or what have you occurring in your reality that, you know, may feel like little tests or tricks trying to pull you back in. But if you just think of it less of like a fear-based sort of way or what have you, and seeing it more just as that's just a natural energetic process of the way the ocean of reality works. You know, it's just that old current trying to pull you along, and you just keep focus on swimming out, and eventually you pop into that other current flow and you'll be easy breezy swimming along. All right, might leave this one here for now. Sending you so much peace, love, light, and blessings as always.